Okay, back with Dr. Tim. Dr. Tim, this is a really great question. How much of what you learn should you be passing on to others?
Well, I mean, you would think that, I've never thought about that before, but I would think just about everything, in some way, shape, or form. Either, I heard one time Jim Rohn said the Bible is a group of stories. It's stories about, hey, you see what these people did? Do that. You see what these people did? Don't do that. And I guess that's how our life is, right? So we live our life, and you think about, well, what should I teach my kids? And I have 5 kids, and I guess what I would teach my kids is, hey, you see these things I did? That was a good idea, do that. You see these things I did? That was a really bad idea, don't do that. I think more interesting question might be, how the heck do you pass that on? Because there's so many lessons. It is hard to think about how to pass that on. And so we just recently started, we have a family group text that has all of the kids, parents, and our son and daughters-in-laws, and it's a constant text that goes on all the time. And it's a great way to communicate life wisdom, if you will, because it doesn't feel like that's what you're doing. So it's kind of a joke, but hey, I did this, I see you doing that, be careful not to trip on this, those kinds of things, because everybody wants to learn from their own experience, and we'd all be better off to learn from somebody else's experience, especially the hard things, right? You don't want to learn the hard things the hard way. But when you look back at your life and you did, it's some of the most powerful lessons you learned. So,
Yeah, I couldn't agree. I feel like it's really contextual with what relationships you're talking about,
yes,
and the timing and tempo of those relationships. But I think what people get caught up in all too often is, they might get busy at work, or a relationship here kind of gets kind of put on the back burner, or this relationship starts to fade away, and then they just want to hurry up and try to share more with that person. It's like, oh, I'm seeing you doing this. I want to. It's like you got to put together some cliff notes of this is what it takes to be an adult, or this is what it takes to avoid the pitfall that I see you're getting into. And I think having some sort of day-to-day interaction, or month-to-month, or whatever that is for you, is super important. But I think it really has to be something that's bred out of just a daily kind of back and forth with those people.
And I think the relationship is key. You can help a few people a whole bunch. Mm-hmm. And you can help a whole bunch of people a little. But it's hard to help a whole bunch of people a lot.
What's better?
I think it's natural, right? So I might be able to get up in front of an audience of 100 people. Mm-hmm. And I can teach them some things, and they can take those back and implement them in their lives. But it's not the same as if you and I are working together on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. But I can't work together on a daily basis with those 100 people. Right. So I think you can influence a lot of people, just like we're doing on these videos. It gives us an opportunity to hopefully influence, teach, help a lot of people. But it's not the same as if they were in your inner circle and you're working with those people every day. Those are the people you can help a lot. If you and I come together and we have 2 like minds, there's actually a third mind that's formed. And that third mind is a combination of your thoughts and my thoughts that actually takes on sort of a life of its own. And it's not 1 + 1 = 2. It can be 1 + 1 = 10. And that can't happen we can't on a video, right? So I think you can help some people a lot and some people a little.
That's great. Thanks, Dr. Tim.